Hi everybody, welcome to Mama Shortcake's Kitchen. I know it's been a little bit since I made a video. It has been a crazy week as a department manager for consumables. On Thanksgiving, it's just ridiculous, and we got Christmas candy going out. Everybody is thirsty for some liquor, so my liquor is just crazy, and I haven't been able to even do my job thoroughly because I've been stocking for Thanksgiving food because, you know, we stay hungry. So this next week I'm going to share a lot about cooking for Thanksgiving, maybe some Thanksgiving ideas, and some things that we're thankful for. This year is a huge deal for us, although Don and I will both be working on Thanksgiving Day. We are excited to be doing this as a service so that y'all can enjoy Thanksgiving as a family and Black Friday and buy those Christmas presents and all that commercialism if you get into it. The part that I enjoy is, for one, it's paying my bills for my kids. And I love seeing the smiles on everybody's faces and just having fun. I mean, a lot of people just go to watch. My best friend, she's going with her boyfriend just to watch people be crazy. So thank you all for being entertainment for us other people. I actually volunteered this year because I had so much fun doing Black Friday, just getting to talk to the people, and I had to guard some things, so that was fun. Just goofing around and having jokes and all that good stuff. Speaking of fun and laughter and smiles, I had talked about happiness and joy. A lot of people just say, I want to be happy, I want to be happy, I want to be happy. But what about joy? What about joy? What's the difference between joy and happiness? Lucy, do you know? You know the difference? Most people don't. They don't know the difference. Here's the difference. Joy is a gift, and it lasts forever. It's not something that can be stolen from you. It's not something that changes with your circumstances. Happiness is based on your circumstances. That's why so many people aren't happy. That's why they say you gotta be happy with yourself in order to be happy. And people shouldn't make you happy. Well, I think you've got the phrases mixed up. People can make you happy. My relationship with my husband really completes me and makes me very happy. When it's not going good, then I'm not happy. But when it's going really good, then I'm very, very happy. When our needs are being met and just our home is peaceful and we're doing what we need to take care of our girls, I'm very happy. I still fall into my depression. I fight depression really bad, for those who don't know. Especially in this time of year when I'm grieving a lot. I miss my grandma, and it's right around the time when a friend of ours killed himself, and just a lot of that heartache. And now we just lost another cousin. And I miss my family and friends back south. So I'd be grieving for people still alive. So, I fight that a lot. I feel a lot of heavy emotions. So how am I able to even smile? Somebody asked me, or told me the other day, like, you're always smiling. Doesn't matter what's going on, doesn't matter how stressed you are, you're smiling. And people can tell the difference when things are rough. I still smile, but then, you're not your same chipper, happy, bubbly self. What's going on? A lot of times I'm just really, really, really tired. But what's behind my smile? My smile is not fake. A lot of people think that I hide behind my smile and that it's covering pain and I'm a bitch behind it, or, just faking it. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I treat you with kindness, if I'm smiling at you, if you see me switch up on a customer, like one minute I was talking to you about this and this problem, and then a customer walks up and I'm like, hi, how you doing? that bubbliness and that cheerfulness is very real. My smile is very, very real. I feel it. I wouldn't smile if I didn't feel it. All my life I've been accused of being fake and all this stuff, but I'm really not. Not even a little bit. I believe in treating everyone with kindness even when they've done me wrong. Or, you know, even when I'm not, you know, I've had a bad day and I see somebody coming and I'm really happy to see that person. My smile relieves my stress. I know that if I smile, the person that's coming towards me or the person I'm talking to is going to smile too. And I spread that. It's not happiness I'm spreading, it's joy that I'm spreading. That's why I am able to smile. Doesn't matter. I was smiling and laughing and making jokes when we were homeless, a year and a half ago? You know, a little bit over a year ago. Homeless and had no job and had nothing. I was still smiling then. Maybe even a little bit more. Because I got more sleep. So, that makes a huge difference, by the way. But it's real joy. So, let's talk about the next part. How do you get real joy? How is that even possible? Some would say I was born with it. Just a natural joy. Here's something. I forgive. And I let go. There's a gentleman in my life who lately posted that a picture of a difference of 10 years ago. 10 years ago, he was severely diabetic, couldn't even walk, couldn't feel his legs. It hurt when he walked. There was like pin needles. It was way outrageous. He couldn't walk through the house. Lucy, will you please go check on her while I'm doing this? Thank you. Anyway, back to, sorry, being a mom never stops. He was in a like a hover around thing, an electric chair. That sounds bad. Motorized chair. I don't know what the crap you call them. Scooters. And that's how he got around. He had been running from God for a minute. There was some other things that he had picked up. His happiness was gone. And he will tell you, as he walks to you now, or rides a bike to you, or, you know, kind of, he does his little wobble thing. It's the cutest thing ever. But he's walking. He's lost a lot of weight. And he's making big waves. We're going to interview him. In a couple of weeks. But he said what made the difference in 10 years, what healed him, because he was healed. He doesn't have nearly those, I can't wait to interview him. Anyway, he says forgiveness. Bitterness and anger and hatred will eat you alive. He was angry at God that his job had been lost. He was angry at God that people had treated him the way they had. He was angry at God that they were in debt and going to have to file bankruptcy. He was angry at God for all of it. Angry at the people around him. Angry for nothing changing and just going around and around and around in circles. I know you can feel that anger because I saw it. I felt it for him. I was affected by it. My biggest part of my childhood was affected by this. And bitterness will eat you up. The moment he let go changed everything for me. Not just him, me. Another story For those of you who don't know, I was 18 years old when I got pregnant with my oldest child, Lucille. Lucille Cynthia Grace, my light in midst of darkness, full of God's grace. And her last name means soldier, because she is a fighter. I was 18 and very much alone. At first, I was very, very bitter at the situation. I was confused. My mother wasn't speaking to me. She was angry with me for having a child, for even having sex before I was married, which is completely understandable. Just a bitterness had started to build up, frustration with him, and then he was all of a sudden married, and there's just a lot of hurt and pain around that. I had tried to come see him, and the church had told me to not even come into the town. I was just trying to bring his daughter to meet him for the first time. I didn't want any money from him. I didn't want anything from him. And I just built up this anger and bitterness. And it took me a little bit to let go of that. It took me a little bit. The first time that we talked since then, we talked about some of that. A lot of things were put in our ears between us, preachers and my parents, and just, everybody defending each other. And it became a war. But I decided to let go of that. And once I did, then all of a sudden, he has become a prominent influence on Lucille's life. And I got to meet his wife, and just a minute.
Pants don't fit.
Uh-oh, you gotta go find some other pants. I'm making a video. I'll be right there, okay? What was I saying? Now I have to collect my thoughts again. Being a mom. Oh, joy. By the way, the girls are growing ridiculous. Yes. So, anyway, they got into contact. I met his wife, and they're so beautiful together. They're so good for each other. I am so glad he married her. I am so glad she married him. Their family is so beautiful. I'm so thankful that Lucy has the siblings she does. And, we're working on getting to know each other better, working on that relationship. It's a little strained because, it's been years. What do we say to each other? So there's some of that. But anyway, because I let go of that, he was able to move us out here. Him and his wife moved us out here to Oklahoma from Georgia. Also brought the swing set he had built for Lucy. He did all that for Lucy. And what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. Had I not let go of that bitterness, who knows what would have happened. Now look, I'm able to provide for Lucy and Violet without any assistance from the government or child support. Things are tight, but they're a lot better than being homeless. And I'm very happily married to my husband, Don, and we're doing things. But the only way we were able to do that was letting go of that bitterness and building that relationship with Lucille's dad. So, moral of the story, let go of that bitterness. Accept that joy that is waiting for you. If you want to know how to accept that joy or where that joy comes from, please message me and we will have that personal discussion, because I got all kinds of secrets to tell you. This is a reminder also to keep smiling. Spread that joy. Don't live for happiness. Things bring you happiness. But when those things are taken away, then, where's your happiness? Wouldn't you rather have joy? Wouldn't you rather have something that just helps you breathe, gives you peace, that's not going to be taken away? I've been through some shit. Excuse the language, but I've been through some shit. A lot of it I put myself through, but a lot of it was also to make me the person I am today and to bring me that joy, to give me that joy. And there's one more person I want to tell you about. Oh, gosh. She has the best laugh and the biggest smile, and just when I think of her, when I think of Joy, I think of her. I want to interview her too to tell her story, because she is got such an amazing story that's always affected my life. I've always, for some reason, just admired her. I was there when she went through the things in a distance, but I was there because we are related, and her mother was my favorite aunt. So on that side, let me clarify before my Aunt Edna and Delilah go nuts. And Dewana, oh God. I got some really cool aunts. And Nana, oh my gosh, I got really amazing aunts. But this cousin of mine, just when you're around her, you can't help but laugh. It doesn't matter what religion you're in, or what walk of life you've walked, or the color of your skin, or, whatever you're going through. You're around her and you have to laugh. Just her laugh is so infectious. And it's pure joy. It is pure joy. You would never believe the things that she went through. Never believe her story and how her beautiful family came together. And she's now a grandmother. I can't believe it, but it's beautiful family. Beautiful family. But I'm hoping she'll let me interview her to share more of her story, because I don't want to share too much, just that she's a wonderful example of joy and letting go and forgiveness and praying for those who have hurt her or that she felt needed the prayer. I mean, her mother and her would go and pray together. It was such a beautiful story, and it changed those prayers that they would pray together, changed her life, changed the life for her girls, changed the life for her grandchildren. Like, they would not be here had they not gotten on their knees and prayed together. It's such a powerful, beautiful, joy-filled story. And my Aunt Clara I guess it stems down from her. Boy, that woman can get excited about just about anything. And she's got some health problems now. It's really declined, and I miss her a great deal. But if I ever wanted to get a good laugh or just have a minute to breathe, she was always right there, and just smile on her face, just jolly and happy, excited about something. Let me tell you, though, if we needed to go bust some heads open, she was ready too. She was ready. she still got that fire. But I always thought of her as a firecracker, just a firecracker. She's more like a grandmother to me, my dad's oldest sister. But I come from a great, great family, and my grandparents, my grandpa, when he died, at his funeral, my Dottie Helmuth, at his funeral, they said one thing that stuck with me. I was like 12 or 13, and I didn't know him very well. But one thing they kept saying is they never heard him complain. They never heard him complain. And let me tell you, this man had fallen and had a heart attack or a stroke and had cut his fingers, and it had gotten infected, and he lost his fingers. And he was a builder. He built so many beautiful pieces of furniture and little knickknacks, and that really affected him. But he never complained. Never complained. He is still happy. Boy, excited about his pizza. I think it was ice cream. I believe it was pizza. But he was joy-filled, and he really taught his children how to find that joy. And then they taught us. And so now it's my turn to teach you, to show you the way. So don't be afraid to comment on my Facebook page, or message me. You need to talk about anything. I have been through, homeless, jobless. If you need help finding a job, I will help you get through that interview. fill out job applications. I will help you. Need to find a car. Having stressed out about your kids. Trust me, I got 2 firecrackers. Trust me, we're here for each other. You want to know how you can smile through your pain? I'm here. You've lost that joy? I'm here. I'm here to listen. I'm not just here to talk. I want to learn from you. So give me some response. Give me some of your feedback. You don't agree with what I'm saying? Let me know, please. Let's discuss this. Tell me what you know. I've been through divorce. I've been through abuse. I have been through victories. Victories like you would not believe. And that's one way I keep my joys. I count my victories. My best friend reminded me this morning. He said, count your victories. When that depression hits, count your victories, because it comes in waves. It's a family chemical imbalance. I inherited it, so now I gotta fight through it. I'm not gonna let it be an excuse. So, you know, if you're suffering through that too, let me know. I've thought about killing myself before, and I several times, and I was able to get through it. So you need to talk about that? I'm right here. You want to talk about health issues? I'm right here. I've had problems with cysts on my ovaries that freaking keep me gaining weight or won't let me lose weight. Just stupid stuff, and they won't go away. So, you know, you need to talk about that. I'm here. My grandmother passed away from lung cancer. I know this stuff. So, you know, I can really relate. I'm here to listen. I'm got nothing but love for anyone that's ever come across my path, or anyone that's going to come across my path. Even if you've done me wrong, I still love you. I'm still here for you. And, you know, let's be focused on that joy this week. I love you guys. Thanks for listening to Mama Shortcake's Kitchen. We'll see you next week.